being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans. On the visitor sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys in a bit of a hole here, 2-4 through 6 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State of Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Holding them to 13 was pretty good, but this week, I expect it to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. DK to return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 19 carries, 51 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
2nd down, Pollard again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Titans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 31 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, May. And pass complete, here's Butte with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Patriots.
From the gun, it's May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing here is May. That is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Got it. Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Warrior 70. Hurt.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
19, Tiger, 9.
To throw, here's Ward. And he completes it to Ridley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Come on, come on.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 23.
Brings up 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Ready.
They'll go with the keeper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Vices, 60 Vices. Ready?
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Pollard again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Marcus Jones now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England's offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, throw.
And they go play action with May. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2, 7.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Fighting off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 5. They'll throw with May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2 yards to go, second down. To the air, May. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, it's May. And Diggs has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Butte, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the gun, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 70 Lions. Ready.
Out of the gun again to Spears. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60.
Throwing is Ward. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Motherfucker.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now.
Our journey
Here's
through the
Scott Hanson.
NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East.
Party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
Liking 18. 70
Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ready. 70 line. Ready.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, my goodness.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him.
What
It's
the
incomplete.
hell? What the...
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They go play action now. May. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, there's a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 6 Riggs.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Hand off to Spears. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Ready?
Play fake. Here's Ward. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down. Bronco. Ready?
Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Ready?
They'll run left with Pollard. Oh, spinning away. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get it. Viking 18. Let's go.
Here's Ward. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, And you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And then ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here, the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here. Nowhere to go here. He loops the football. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's May. Got a man, Boutte. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Throwing here is May. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's May. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. May. That pass complete. Here's Boutte with it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll drop to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Patriots.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll throw with May. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, go.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That flag, that'll push him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Get it. 77 Wolf.
To throw is Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To the air, May. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. To throw, it's May. That's to the running back, Ramondre Stevenson. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw, here's Ward. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
19, 18.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Come on, set.
Now a give here to Pollard. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
60 by 6. Go.
From the gun, here's Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready. Ready.
Now Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60. Hey, check that. Let go.
Here's Pollard again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Harold Landry. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Sly able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Patriots now down 31-28, a little over 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. May looking to run. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Titans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,